Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be talking about Stick on Physical Media. This movie is from 1985 and it stars Burt Reynolds. It co-stars George Segal, Candice Bergen, Charles Durning, and it even has stuntman Dar Robinson in a supporting role as a henchman. So not only does Burt Reynolds star in this film, but he also directs it. It's based on an Elmore Leonard novel, and Burt read this novel in 1983. He was so keen on it that he encouraged the studio to buy the rights to turn it into a film. So Burt was not only in front of the camera, he was behind, and this was a movie with a $22 million budget. And they threw everything at it, and Burt wanted to film it in Florida, and they did so. And I think this film has a nice look to it. It has a nice sheen, and I think Burt Reynolds is a good director. So let me share with you my history with this film. I first saw it on video cassette in 1986. The film came out in 85. I missed it at the cinemas, and one of the reasons why I didn't go and check it out was because there was a lot of negative buzz surrounding this film. It came out in the United States. It opened at #1, but then it bombed at the box office. It just kind of faded away. Remember, back in 1985, this was the time of Rambo First Blood Part 2, and Chevy Chase had Fletch out. So Burt Reynolds was competing with Chevy Chase and Sylvester Stallone, and this movie is a bit of a hybrid. It's trying to be an action thriller, but by the end of the movie, it kind of becomes an action comedy, which is something that a lot of Burt Reynolds fans are a little bit more akin with. But this movie set out to do something different initially, and then things went awry during production, and Burt was forced to do reshoots for the studio. Now that's a story for another day. But anyway, I first discovered this film on home video. I remember renting it when it hit the shelves in Australia in 1986. And I rented this movie for $1 back in 86, and I had a great time with it. And I always wished that I had saw it at the cinema. I think that negative press from the United States regarding reshoots and problems with the film, I think maybe they should have kept that a little bit quiet when it came to other territories, because I think that this film would have looked good on the big screen, and I think it deserved a better run in cinemas. But anyway, I enjoyed it on video, and I hadn't seen the movie for many years. It kind of vanished in Australia, and then eventually it came out on DVD. Now, this DVD came out, I think, in around 2010, 2011 on the Umbrella label in Australia, and it retailed for about $10, and wouldn't you know it, I picked it up on sale one day for $2. So what a purchase this was. I just had to have it for that price, and I'm a Burt Reynolds fan, so it made sense. I hired it back in 86 for $1, and then I ended up buying it for $2. Wow. And then I could watch it as many times as I wanted to. But then years later, Kino Lorber brought this out on Blu-ray in 2019, and I thought to myself, okay, I am a Burt fan, I collect his films, and I thought this would be a neat upgrade. I was always interested in having extras on this film, and this DVD unfortunately has no extras, so this was a great upgrade. Not only was it a HD print, but it contains some neat extras. This has an audio commentary, and it also has a theatrical trailer, which is really cool. So if you want to find out more about Stick, this audio commentary on the Kino Lorber release is the way to go. But there is also a promotional image gallery on here, And that's always neat to have as well. Once you've seen the film, it's fun looking through stills. So it's a very nice release. Now, I have heard that Kino Lorber did reissue this in 2024. I'm not sure what the upgrade is, but I'm very happy with this 2019 release. So yes, I have it on DVD, I have it on Blu-ray. I quite enjoy this one. And I know this film is considered a bit of a missed opportunity for Burt. The studio demanded reshoots and it ultimately changed the tone of the film. But you can enjoy it for its own merits. The cast do very well in this movie. It tells a fairly simple story. Burt Reynolds is Stick, an ex-con, trying to go straight on the mean streets of Miami. And one of his cellmates winds up dead in a botched deal. And Burt then tries to lay low, and he's working for a wealthy businessman played by George Segal. And he ends up falling for Candice Bergen. I mean, she's a beautiful lady. It's hard not to. So this movie has some action. It has some suspense. It has that signature Burt Reynolds comedy. There's a lot of comedy, predominantly in the second half of the film. That's where it takes a lighter tone. But it does have all the elements of a Burt Reynolds movie. There's romance in this between him and Candice. And it has a slam bang ending. So it may not be considered top tier for some people, but when it comes to Burt Reynolds movies in the 80s, this is one of his better action outings. And it could have been a better movie. I think it tried to be something akin to Sharky's Machine. It just fell short due to those reshoots. And it's a shame. So why do I own Stick on physical media? Well, it's very simple, really. I'm a fan of Burt Reynolds, so this is a must-have. If you're curating a Burt Reynolds collection on physical media, this is a fantastic title to have. It's right there in the heart of his 80s filmography. It offers all the elements you would expect from a Burt Reynolds film, and it's just highly enjoyable and rewatchable. So that's the reason why I have it. And I do have that history of renting it back in the 80s. That's always great. There's a nostalgia for me associated with this film. So if you like Burt, you like the 80s, and you like hard-boiled action movies with a sprinkling of comedy, I think Stick hits the bullseye. So yes, that's Stick on physical media. Burt in the 80s trying to make it in a very crowded marketplace up against Rambo and Fletch and the Breakfast Club and the Brat Pack. So Burt tried. This movie actually opened in #1, and in the end it just came plummeting each weekend. And by the end of its cinema run, it really underperformed. It was considered a flop. They spent $22 million and it wound up grossing $8 million at the box office. So it underperformed for Burt, but it's a fun movie. So that just about does it for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again very soon.